I can't believe my eyes. That's him, Yoo Joonghyuk, the protagonist of the novel that became my life. I've read about him for 10 years, but seeing him in the flesh is something else entirely. He moves like a phantom, a blur of black against the chaos of this crumbling world. His blade is an extension of his will, a silver arc that carves through monsters as if they were made of paper. Every swing, every parry, every step. I know them all. I've read this story 1,000 times. The way he uses the terrain, his preference for overwhelming force, the subtle shift in his footing right before he unleashes a finishing blow. It's all exactly as the author described. It's like watching a perfectly choreographed dance of death, and I'm the only one in the audience who knows all the steps. He's fighting in another sector, completely unaware of my existence. He doesn't know that miles away, a lone reader is watching his every move, analyzing his patterns, and predicting his next action before he even takes it. From here, I can see the sheer, brutal efficiency of his combat style. It's not just about strength. It's about a profound, tragic experience. It's the muscle memory forged through countless deaths, through lifetimes of fighting this same war. He doesn't waste a single motion. Each monster falls, not just defeated, but utterly dismantled. I see a flash of the 3-sword style from the 5th regression, a hint of the footwork he perfected in the 8th. It's a collage of his past lives, all coming together in this one, perfect warrior. He is the hero, just as I always knew him to be, but the story is already starting to feel different. The air crackles as our paths finally cross. One moment, he's a distant figure of legend. The next, he's right in front of me. The atmosphere grows heavy, so thick you could cut it with a knife. And speaking of knives, the cold, hard steel of his sword is suddenly pressed against my throat. I can feel the killing intent radiating from him, a chilling aura that would paralyze any normal person. His eyes are blacker than the abyss, filled with a bottomless pit of suspicion and exhaustion. They've seen the end of the world more times than anyone should. I try to keep my breathing even, to project a calm I absolutely do not feel. My heart is hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. This is it. The first meeting. A pivotal scene. I can't mess this up. How do you know my name? His voice is a low growl, colder than the blade at my neck. It's a simple question, but the implications are vast. In this new world, knowing someone's name, especially his, is a dangerous piece of information. I look directly into his eyes, trying to convey a truth that sounds like a madman's fantasy. I need him to believe me, or at least to hesitate. This is the ultimate gamble. Because I read your life. The words hang in the air between us. It's the most honest I've ever been, and it's also the most insane thing I could possibly say. I see a flicker of confusion in his eyes, a tiny crack in his fortress of certainty. He's heard impossible things before, but this is new. He's trying to figure out if I'm a prophet, a new kind of enemy, or just plain crazy. For now, the confusion is enough. It keeps me alive. He doesn't lower his sword, not completely, but the immediate threat subsides. A new scenario has begun. Protect the survivors on the bridge. Neither of us wants to be here, working together, but the system is absolute. It forces our hand. We're a reluctant, mismatched pair. The supreme warrior who's lived 1,000 lives, and the single reader who knows all his secrets. We move in a tense, unspoken rhythm. He takes the lead, his body a whirlwind of destruction, while I use my knowledge of the story to direct survivors, point out structural weaknesses, and anticipate the next wave of monsters. I call out warnings for attacks he can't see coming, identify monster types he hasn't encountered in this timeline yet. He's the sword, and I'm the strategist whispering in his ear. He hates it. He hates not being in complete control, not understanding how I know what I know, but he can't deny that it works. We are clearing the scenario, saving people who would have otherwise been lost. As we fight side by side, my mind is flooded with images, flashes of the life he's lived. It's not just memory, it's the text of the novel coming alive in my head. I see quick, brutal cuts of his past regressions. Yoo Joonghyuk dying by fire, by poison, by the blade of a trusted companion. Drowning in the deep, falling from the sky, being torn apart by a beast he couldn't defeat. Death after death after death. A montage of suffering that would break any soul. Each failure, each reset, adds another layer of stone to the wall around his heart. I see him standing alone amidst the ruins of a world he failed to save. The sole survivor once again, before the universe rewinds and forces him to start over. And I realize, with a chilling clarity, that I'm not just reading a story anymore. I'm feeling the weight of his endless, lonely journey. This isn't fiction. This is his pain. And that's when it hits me. The events are unfolding differently. The monsters appearing on the bridge are a different type than the novel described for this point in the timeline. The survivors are reacting in ways they shouldn't. The story's timeline is unraveling, diverging from the path I know so well. It's like reading a familiar book, only to find someone has gone in and rewritten entire chapters. Every piece of knowledge I have, my only advantage in this world, is suddenly becoming unreliable. I was supposed to be the omniscient reader, the one who knew the ending. But the plot is changing in real time, and I'm no longer just an observer. My presence here, my actions, my words to Yoo Joonghyuk, they're the cause. I'm not just reading the story, I'm actively participating in it, changing its course. A strange feeling washes over me. Not of fear, but of exhilaration. The pre-written future is gone. The path ahead is now a blank page. For 10 years, my life was a boring, predictable narrative. But now anything is possible. I look over at Yoo Joonghyuk, who is still fighting with that same grim determination, completely unaware that his destiny is no longer set in stone. He's been trapped in a loop, a prisoner of the story's eternal recurrence. But I'm here now. I am the one thing the author never wrote into the original draft. A new character has entered the stage. A faint smile touches my lips as the realization solidifies. The world is breaking its script, and I'm the reason why. Maybe I'm the variable he needs. Maybe, just maybe, I can help him find an ending he's never been able to reach before. Thank you so much for watching this far. If you're enjoying this journey and want to see what happens next, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss a single moment. Your support means the world to me. See you in the next episode.